Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is GCND. The problem difficulty is easy and there are no prerequisites. Let's have a read at the problem. The greatest common non-divisor of two positive integers x and y, satisfying such that both x and y are greater than or equal to 5, denoted GCND x and y, is defined as the largest positive integer z satisfying the following condition. That is, z is less than equal to x or z is less than equal to y, and x is not a multiple of z and y is not a multiple of z. And it can be proved that as long as x and y are both greater than equal to 5, then GCND of x and y will always exist. Now we are given an array A of length n such that all the elements in our array A will be greater than equal to 5 but less than equal to 10 raised to 7. Now for each index I, that is from 1 to n, our task is to compute the maximum GCND of some two elements in the array, that is across all the indices I and j, where I and j both will be in the range 1 to n. We need to compute the maximum possible value of GCND of some AI and AJ. For the input format, we have t test cases, and for each test case, we have two lines. The first line contains the integer n, that is length of our array, and the second line will contain n spaced integers, that is a1, a2 till an. As for the output format, on a on a single line, we simply have to output the maximum possible value of GCND of AI and AJ, where I and j are across 1 to n. As for the constraints, number of test cases will go from 1 to 10 raised to 4, length of the array A will go from 2 to 2 into 10 raised to 5, and value of elements in our array A will be greater than equal to 5 and less than equal to 10 raised to 7. Let's see some sample inputs. So for the first sample input, the array given to us has a size of 2, and the elements in our array are 8 and 5. Since this is the only pair, we need to find GCND of the elements 8 and 5. And you see that 7 is a valid answer because 7 is less than 8. This satisfies the first condition that the z that we choose, that is the GCND value, has to be less than equal to x or it has to be less than equal to y. And next up, x should not be a multiple of z, and similarly y should also not be a multiple of z. And here you can see that 8 and 5 both are not a multiple of 7. So here 7 is a valid answer. For the second sample input, n is 3 and the array given to us has the elements all 6. So again, any pair that we choose will only have these two elements 6, 6. So if you try to find the GCND, the value is 5. 5 is less than 6 and both, that is 6, is not a multiple of 5. So this is a valid answer. That is the maximum value of a GCND. Let's see how we can approach the solution. Given that we have two integers with us, x and y, one of them is bound to be less than or equal to another. So let's assume this case, that our x is less than equal to y. Now if this is the case, let's see if we want to choose the maximum GCND of these two numbers. We are trying to find GCND of x and y. So let's choose a number. We cannot choose y because then y will be divisible by y, so that will fail the second condition. So what else? We cannot choose y. Let's say we choose y minus 1. If we choose y minus 1, it is less than y, so that satisfies. Y will not be a multiple of y minus 1, so that also satisfies. Now let's see when y minus 1 will be, or x will be a multiple of y minus 1. Now if x is equal to y, again everything is fine, we are good to go. If x is equal to y minus 1, then it will be an issue because then x will be a multiple of y minus 1. And in case that x is less than y or less than y minus 1, then again it will not be a multiple of y minus 1, that is the z that we have chosen. So this y minus 1 is a valid GCND of x and y if x is not y minus 1. Now what happens if x is y minus 1? In that case, what we are looking at is we are trying to find GCND of y minus 1 and y. Again, we cannot choose y, we cannot choose y minus 1, but now we can choose y minus 2. Again, if we choose y minus 2, it satisfies the condition that it is less than equal to y, and both y minus 1 and y will not be a multiple of y minus 2. This is to the fact that both the number given to us are going to be greater than equal to y. You can check for smaller numbers and this will not be the case. So, when we are trying to find GCND of any x and y, the value will be y minus 1 if x is not y minus 1. But in case x is actually y minus 1, then our answer would be y minus 2. Now that we are given the array A, and since we want to find the maximum GCND value, what we can do is we can simply find the maximum element. That is, we find mx. And against this mx value, we can try all the other numbers and try to find their GCND value. And whichever is the maximum will be our solution. It will either be y minus 1 or y minus 2. Whichever we find out is the maximum, we print it and we get a valid solution. Let's see how we can implement the solution in C++. So for each test case, we call the function solve. We take the input n and then the input of our array. While we are taking the input of our array, we try to find out what is the maximum element and what is its index. Now once we have found that, what we'll do is we'll try to calculate GCND against this maximum number against all the other numbers in our array. As we keep on finding the GCND, we'll keep track of whichever is the maximum element. At the end, we print this, and as you can see, I've got an AC in my C++ implementation. Let's see how we can implement this in Python. Again, for each test case, we call the function solve, take the input of n, then our array. Once we have this array, we try to find out the maximum element. Once we have the maximum element, for all the other elements and the maximum element, we find the GCND, and whichever is the maximum value among all of these pair, we print it, and that is our answer. And as you can see, I have AC in my Python implementation as well. So I hope you understood the problem, the approach, and how we can implement the solution in both C++ and Python. Have a very good day, and I'll see you in the next video.